Hey everybody, my name is AceFangirl and welcome to the debriefing for Aviary Attorney. I can't believe it's finally done. I mean, it's not a very long game, but I feel like because balancing it with Danganronpa, it seems like it was longer than it actually was. But I mean, it was a romp that I definitely really enjoyed. Wow, where do we even start with Aviary Attorney? So I remember backing this game on Kickstarter, like, when it was announced, basically, because I mean, it has my two favorite things, attorneys and birds. So it was like made for me, right? So I backed it and I got it, you know, obviously when it came out because I was a backer, and I just, for some reason, I just never got around to playing it. And it's been on my list of games to LP basically since the beginning of the channel, but just never came around until right now. And I feel like it was a good project to run with Danganronpa at running both of them at the same time, because they have similar themes, but they're different enough that way if people didn't like one project, they could watch another one, and etc, etc. But Aviary Attorney was much more of an experience than I expected it to be. I expected it to be, you know, a fairly linear story a la Phoenix Wright, where you investigate and then you go to court. But the fact that there were 3 independent endings really shocked me, especially given how small of a team worked on it. I mean, I was really happy that there were 3 independent endings. I had no idea going in because I didn't look at that, you know, handy day chart until we realized that we were on some kind of diverging path. But for the story was fantastic. For each of the 3 endings, honestly, I don't feel like there was one ending that was really, like, kind of a throwaway ending. I feel like they all had their own amazing resolution. Even the bad ending was, really well done, and I mean, I cannot speak enough praise for, like, the art style in this game. It's kind of up my alley. So, in case, I don't think I've really showed the opening cutscene since, like, the first episode, but the game was based on the art style of a certain person whose name right now escapes me, but it's in the opening cutscene, like, and the music of Camille Saint-Saëns, who is a French composer, I believe. So all of the music was composed by that person, and it's just really cool that they managed to, like, weave those together into a game about attorney birds. I don't know if that's what these artists intended their work to be used for, but that's what it's being used for now, and I'm a big fan. Just the entire art direction was just amazing. That I can't speak enough praise for that shot of, and I cannot speak enough praise of that shot of Falcon and Volarty on top of Notre Dame, at the end of the bad ending. Like, that shot just blew me away. And I don't even really know why. Like, it was all in silhouette, but I don't know, there was just something so cool about it. And, I don't know, it was just, like, magical. And, I mean, all the characters, were so well designed, like, you could really, they all had personalities, and you could tell just from the art, like, that they were all their own person, and they're, like, great characters. Let's see, what else do we need to talk about? I mean, I fell in love with all the characters immediately. Like, Falcon and Sparrowson just worked so well together as a team, totally reminiscent of Phoenix and Maya, like, I mean, which I mean, personally for me, that's a good thing, because I love Ace Attorney. And then, of course, we have Kokoriko, Miles Edgeworth. You could tell that they were inspired by Ace Attorney in making this game, and I'm honestly really happy because they took Ace Attorney, like, the tried and true formula that works for Ace Attorney, and made it into something completely brand new. And I think that's, like, the magic of games like Ace Attorney. Like, you can take the same basic concept and make it your own. And that's completely what they did here, and it worked super well. I love the fact that the script allowed you to use items for multiple purposes, like the chocolates. You could have given them to our Kingfisher friend, or the cork, like we did, like that kind of thing. That's so clever. I like, even though I didn't at the time, I like how they let you miss things. Like, if you didn't do everything right, you were going to mess up. And that's something that is really cool to me, because that's something that Ace Attorney didn't really let you do. There's no opportunity to, like, not investigate something and mess up. There's no opportunity to run out of time. But this game took advantage of that and took advantage of you maybe not putting together, like not connecting all the dots and figuring out everywhere that you would have needed to go, and like I didn't the first time, and kind of punishes you for it, and I'm okay with that. Like, I went through the game thinking like, this is gonna be Ace Attorney, they're gonna make me, you know, go everywhere that I need to go, and it wasn't until I got into the catacombs and realized, like halfway through the trial, that I don't have the evidence I need. And it's like a really real world moment, you know, like, oh man, I did this wrong. Like, I could have done something completely different and come up with a different solution, and then we did, and it was great. Like, I don't know, there's just something about that really speaks to me, and I really like it. Like, that's what I want in my games. Like, I've often criticized Ace Attorney, except for Spirit of Justice. Like, one of my big criticisms of Dual Destinies, and I think some of you noticed, is that it was too easy, and Spirit of Justice really ramped up the difficulty, and I think this is like a cool middle ground, because the trial sections weren't, you know, super complex, but the investigation part was the part that was more difficult, because you had to manage your time well. And I really like that mechanic. I think it's cool. And yeah, big fan. What else needs to be said? Everything else is pretty straightforward. I liked their method of handling the trial. I liked the cross-examination and presenting evidence. That was really cool. Simple, easy to figure out. Can't complain about that. Why am I sitting like sideways? That's weird. What else? I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this project. Like, more fun than I was expecting. Like, I expected it to be great. I expected to have a lot of fun with it because, I mean, I'm a law student and this is kind of what I do. But this was a lot more, like, on the legal, like, heavy legal side than Ace Attorney. Like, there were terms that I'm like, I know what we're talking about here because I am a traditional law student, and Ace Attorney is definitely not traditional law. But this was, I mean, this is the French legal system, so of course it's probably a little bit different. But it was really cool, and I liked having a jury trial. That's different. We don't see that often. Why is my shirt doing that? That's weird. And I don't know, it was just really cool. I like that the judge, Judge Romulus, was a villain. That was cool. Being able to see how he could potentially, like, take advantage of the courtroom situation with his position as a judge and be evil was interesting. But I don't know, I really just can't speak enough about how impressed I was with the story. Like, I went into this expecting just like a linear route, and we got 3 whole routes. We got 1 route and then 3 prongs, I suppose you would say. But I think that's amazing. Like, I mean, I've tried to write stuff like this, and it's hard. Like, it's hard to put equal amounts of effort into 3 different potential endings, and I think they definitely did that. I don't know, it was just an amazing game, and I'm really impressed with it. I mean, it's really cool. Like, they did a lot of cool things in this game, and I hope the studio comes back and does more things, because, I mean, they just had some great comedic moments, like, thrown, like, the whole chocolate scenario in the chocolate shop, and, like, there were just great comedic moments thrown into, like, a real legal drama, and it was cool. I do wonder if, like, the historical stuff is actually accurate, because I don't know enough about French history to, like, speak to that. I meant to Google it. I didn't. But I probably will after this, because I'm actually legitimately curious if it's all true. Like, did that actually happen in the revolution with King Louis Philippe? I'm not sure if there was a trial there. I don't remember. All I know about is the French Revolution, because that's the only one that everyone knows about. I'm glad they didn't set it during the French Revolution. It did the next one, because we all know about the French Revolution. No one knows what happens afterwards, as evidenced by the fact that I do not know what happens afterwards in French history. I probably learned about it freshman year, but I really don't remember. That was a long time ago. 8 years ago now. Yeah, don't remember. Did not retain that. Anyways, so I really hope that you enjoyed this project. Based on your comments, it really seems like a lot of you did, which makes me happy. It seems like this series had a couple of really big fans, so I'm really glad that you all enjoyed it. I had fun showing it to you, and I hope that, I hope that you all enjoyed it, but I've said that like 5 bajillion times. I guess I hope that you all will pick up this game and support this studio, because it was really good. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I know we already had another debriefing this week, but we'll run through all the business anyways. So as I said on Wednesday, the schedule is going to be changing coming up soon. I have not yet figured out what it's going to be changing to. But we're gonna figure it out, and I will let you know. But as usual between projects, next week there will be no videos, and then the week after that we will be starting Danganronpa 2. Hooray! So I think my plan right now is to do Danganronpa 2, just that. Hopefully 3 videos per week. We're gonna see. Recording them is not gonna be the problem. Editing them is gonna be the problem, because that's the time-consuming part. And Danganronpa has a bad habit of running like 40-50 minutes per video, so that's gonna be a big chunk of time for me, but I'm gonna do what I can, because I would love to do more Danganronpa per week. And then I'm assuming that Danganronpa has a school mode similar to Danganronpa 1, so maybe we'll do the same. This is like planning way far ahead, but maybe we'll do the same thing that we did for Danganronpa 1. I'll run another project concurrently with Danganronpa 2 school mode, and we'll see how that goes. How about that? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. But that's something for like far in the future. As always, you can subscribe to me here to find out about videos and fun things like that. I'm hoping to do 3 videos a week now and possibly some bonus videos. I'm working on something pretty big right now, bonus video wise, and by me, I mean my sister. We actually recorded a vlog challenge of some kind, and she's working on editing it. It's a long boy, so I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. That'll be super exciting whenever she gets it done. She just started school recently too, so I expect it to be a little bit. And so that's here. Click the bell if you want notifications for my videos for whatever reason. I don't know why you would, but go ahead. You can always find me on Twitter at AceFangirl. I tweet about all kinds of interesting things. Interesting depending on if you actually care about what I tweet about. I don't know. And of course you can find me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/AceFangirl is where we do our live streams. Right now, they're on Mondays and Thursdays at 5:30 Pacific, but that may change in the near future, and we should be adding in another one. Because I usually like to do 3 per week, and I've had to cancel the Friday streams because Tim's playing Xenoblade, and I have to be there. So we'll figure out the new schedule, and I'll post a graphic on Twitter just as soon as I possibly can figure it out. I'm just waiting for my friends to tell me when we're playing D&D. It's very important. So that I can accurately plan my life. And you know, law school is also a thing. Whatever. But anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this series. I loved it. As always, if you have any more specific questions or comments about this series, or just like stuff in general, put it down there in the comments and I would love to answer it. And I will see you either at a live stream, or if you're a regular YouTube viewer, for Danganronpa 2, starting next Wednesday. As of right now, unless my schedule changes before then. I don't know. Check Twitter. We'll figure it out. Sounds good? Sounds good. Okay, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you then. Bye!